Hi everyone, welcome to Homeschool Autism Life. My name is Jamie, and if you're new to us, thanks for coming, thanks for watching and spending time with us. If you are returning, welcome back. I hope that you find inspiration and motivation and just something that makes you smile today from our video. So today I really wanted to talk about organizing life essentially, but with homeschool and sunrise and my girls being in school. This year is the first year I've really found that I needed to have an organizer or a planner to keep my brain together and so I didn't forget anything or drop a ball or anything like that. So this is kind of me talking about how I made my planner, why I didn't buy a planner. Essentially, I did a lot of research on YouTube, just trying to figure out the best way, which ones are the best planners. And what I found is they're super expensive, and I'm cheap. I will gladly admit that. I don't know if it's an artist thing or whatever, but I'm like, I could probably make that or find a way to, construct it or put it together. And then a lot of the planners had lots of pages that I wasn't going to be using. And so it was just like, I've got a meal plan already and I've got grocery lists and stuff like that. And I didn't feel like I needed to add that to the list of things in the planner. This is strictly mostly homeschool stuff. So what I'm gonna do, I've had a lot of starts and stops on this video, just technically figuring it out and putting it together and stuff. So it's gonna look a little different than you usually see other planners being shown, but hopefully it works out for you. I'm pretty low tech person, and so yeah, hopefully it works. So I'll just pause and we'll get the planner out. So this is the planner, everyone. I wanted something that was beautiful, of course, a little bit feminine, but I also needed it to be kind of a workhorse for all the things that I needed to put in here. It is a fairly big binder. You would only, if you were doing this project, you would only really need a 1-inch binder, but because I have children, I need to put all my bits and bobs in it as well. So I'm gonna open it and hopefully it's not super weird, but this was my old Sunrise book that I was doing last year. That's why I didn't need a planner last year, because I was following the original Sunrise after course, and so I didn't feel like I really needed any other thing for him. But because if you watched my homeschool curriculum video, you saw that I'm trying to incorporate homeschool this year. It's going super well. I'm super excited. But yeah, I needed to keep my brain straight. So the reason why my binder is so big is because I have girls who make my things disappear. So essentially, I needed to have all my bits and bobs so that I knew where it was and I wasn't trying to go around the house trying to find where they put them, because children, they never put it back where you need it. All right, this one is just my daughter's stickers. Yeah, I just need to keep them there for her reading. She needs extra help with reading and her spelling stuff, and so I really want them to be readily available for me. This, I just got all of this stuff too, like this divider, this bits and bobs case, the binder itself I just got from our thrift store, and hopefully you have a thrift store, but if not, they're really easy items to purchase at a dollar store, generally speaking. So I needed this divider simply because I wanted these sheets to be protected from all of the moving around on the rings. You can tend to like pull out the pages and all of the holes, and it's not what I wanted. So that's what that's there for. The pages that I thought I would be benefiting from is the school or the year at a glance pages, and I will link anything that I could that I found for free on in the description box below, so that you can print them off if you decide that you would like a planner too. But because my girls go to school, I needed to record when their PD days were. And so that's what this was about, and I'll lift it up a little bit, but in the 2019 year, I have recorded all of their PD days, and then of course I printed off a 2020 version. And I just love how pretty they are. They're not like, they're feminine, and they're just not the plain Jane ones, which is what I liked about it. That for this year, like I said, this one will go there, and then I'll print off 2021. So again, this is for my personal use. I wanted to make sure that I was able to really find something that I really loved, that was beautiful and feminine. And so what I did was I printed out, there's a page that I will link below that you just print out these oval monthly name. I'm just trying to think of how to correctly say that, but essentially I just glued it to some cardboard, and then just used the packing tape, my little friend, to tape it here. These pages are printable scrapbook pages from a site that some woman did, that she made these in her computer, and they're just PDF files. And I just printed off the ones that really spoke to me. When you glue them, I really suggest you glue them down onto cardstock or whatever with rubber cement, not any white glue or something like that, because white glue tends to bubble, and then it takes the finish away, number one, but also affects the ink. And so with this one, it doesn't do that. But I love it. I love how pretty it is. I'm a Christian, and so one of the things that I felt was really important was a Bible verse that, kind of helped me ground my school month with Darian, my school month with Darian. It just helped me focus on not the struggle and not what I have to do, but where my help comes from and the focus of that month. I also printed another one and put it on the back, just so that they're beautiful on all sides. And then the same woman that did the calendar or the year at a glance, she also did a month at a glance. And I just love how beautiful they are, feminine and whatever. And what I do, and I don't know if you can see it super well, but what I do is I put in their PD days, and I had made an oopsie there. But this is the PD day. I put my Sienna's spelling words that I need to work with her on, so I always know where they are, and I'm not looking for the page. Her eye therapy appointments, I talked in church the other day, like all of the things that I need to remember and keep straight, that's where I put this. And then I'll transfer those into really the workhorse of my book is the week at a glance. But I also plan everything. So the goals, that's where I put the sunrise focus. And then any other goals that I have. This was the first week of school, of course. And then any goals I have for my girls. And then my to-do list is long and arduous, but anything that doesn't get done this week automatically goes into the next week. And then any notes. Now you can see in the first week I had to tell myself to breathe, calm, and relax because I was so stressed out. I wasn't as prepared as I wanted to be for the first week of school. I didn't have all of Darian's stuff ready and prepared. My husband took the last week of the summer off, and so we were more doing things that we hadn't gotten to yet. The other thing that I do in this is every day of the week except for the weekends, although I did it on the first week, I put a line through because I want to do sunrise program and homeschooling on the same day, and depending on when his sunrise facilitators are coming, when my sunrise facilitators are coming, or that sort of thing. It might be morning and afternoon. So this kind of helps me keep straight. And then I let him decide what he's going to be doing for school. And one day I'll show you that, but I'm not going to do that today. But essentially then I fill in, once he's made those decisions, then I fill it in, and then I make sure that I have everything ready in the other part of the book. So yeah, this month I haven't actually finished for this week I haven't actually finished filling it in because I'm talking to you. I had lots of issues with my YouTube video this week, and so I'm just trying to catch up now. But all of the pages are in here and ready to go. So the other thing that I do is, this is this month's school worksheets. So I photocopy from his LA book, and you can, if you want to look at that, that's in my homeschool curriculum video. But I choose to print them off or photocopy them and then put them in here for two reasons. One, Darian's not super confident with writing, having taken a year off. And it's really awkward having to write and then your hand is falling off of a book that's really quite big and thick. But also because if I have them ready to go, then all I have to do is pull it out and we're good to go. And so the other thing I have in here is his science. And I wasn't able to show in the video, but we're doing weather this year for science. Our math doesn't go in here because he really wanted to do his schoolwork in the computer. And of course, the LA program is not going to be in the computer, but I can put his math sheets in the computer. It takes a little bit more time, but I really want to give him as much control over his school day, year, all of that, as much as I can. So then I'm just going to show you these beautiful dividers that I've got here. This was October, and the title. So these are all printable for free. So that's what I'll link down below, and you'll always, she's got meal and all of this. I love her, whoever she is, but I love her. I love the lady that did these printable scrapbook pages. It's just so great to be able to access these. But again, spelling words and eye therapy stuff, and when their days off are, and all of that fun stuff. Of course, I haven't filled these out because I'm not there yet. One day I would like to be 2 months ahead with all of the papers. Now, I only did 2 months worth because A, I don't know how much he's going to be able to accomplish in the amounts of time. Whatever he doesn't accomplish in September will automatically go to the front of October's. But I also found that if I had lots of these for every month, the binder was just getting way, way, way too full. And I want to make sure that if you just had like a 1-inch binder, you could totally do that. And you can, like I said, the only reason why mine is so big is because I need to hide my supplies from my children. So this was November's. And I just love how beautiful these pages are. They're really interesting, really intricate. Oh, and I was going to show you the calendar. But I also love just how beautiful the illustrations are. And they're free. We love free. The other thing I would suggest is I was always putting the glue on and then holding or putting something on top to hold it down while it adhered. Number one tip, do not put anything plastic to hold it down. I was putting a binder and it actually made all the, I don't know, the plastic on the binder actually wobble, and then it left a residue. Now this one, I didn't feel was super bad that I warranted having to replace it, but I did have to fix and make a complete new one for one of my other ones that got completely destroyed. But that's what it looks like without the little oily spot residue. So tip, yeah, just don't put anything plastic when you're using the rubber cement. But yeah, no, so that's kind of the things that I love about this planner is that A, it didn't cost me hardly anything at all, and it's just beautiful and feminine, and it's mine and it works. So this was January. And I got these, the cardstock. I got binders from my thrift store, and one of the binders was this kind of flippy one, and I decided to keep it mainly because in January my facilitator comes and I can start sticking any of the things that I want to show her that I'm doing. And when I say facilitator, I mean my school board facilitator for Darian's school. I can show her whatever she needs to see so that she knows that we're actually doing school and I'm not just letting him play. Yeah, February looks like this. And it has like little things on it for interest. Oh, and the other thing with contact cement is that, or rubber cement, excuse me, is sometimes there's a little residue and it'll stick, but I'm not worried about that at all. March is this one. Again, just pretty and beautiful, and I just love it. I'm sorry, buddy. And then there's this one. And I think April was the same way. And again, I just kept it. I have 2 birthdays with my husband and Darian being in April. And so it's like, yeah, you know what? I can use that for birthday ideas or getting ready for when she comes at the end of the year. And this one is May. And I just love how sometimes they just match so beautifully and perfectly. And then there's this one. And that was June, and that's the calendar month at a site. So this is my planner. It's what's working for me. It's what's keeping my head straight and the balls all up in the air. Like I said, all of the things that I got, I'm going to link down in the description box so you can build it if you want to as well. The other thing I was going to ask you guys, is there anything you want to see from me? Is there something that you're like, I wish she would show this or that or the other thing? Please just tell me down in the description box below, or no, not in the description box. Comment section below. My brain, it's Monday, can you tell? Anyway, have a wonderful day. I hope this inspires you and motivates you, and have just a wonderful week with your kids. All right, thanks so much.